Hello to all, dear my students, and welcome to Sonakshi at Neet Biology World. Today, again, I'm going to discuss about question and answer. Very important session, and as your revision is going on, so this question and answer make you revise the concept, make you understand the concept, how the question will be developed, and there will be a revision from the key zone of NCERT. Okay, let's start today's discussion. So here, the first question about the fossils. Fossils are remnants or remains of hard parts of life forms found in rocks. The assertion is given like that. And the reason behind that, it is given, none of them appear similar to the modern organism. So here, first of all, this reason will be not correct to the assertion, right? But we have to check whether the statement or both the statements are correct or not. So here, yes, if we see the definition of fossils, then we will see that fossils are the remnants of the body parts of animals, right? Or animals or plants. So this is the correct assertion. But the reason saying that none of them appear similar to the modern organism. The word it is given here, similar. They are not saying same. Similar means, for example, like woolly mammoth. They are similar like the modern day elephant. There are so many examples are there which are similar to the modern day organisms. So reason will be not the true statement. It is a false statement. So here we can say A is correct, but R is not correct. So this is assertion reasoning based question. Next one. They are asking about floating ribs in human body. So we know that there are how many pairs of ribs? 12 pair of ribs in human, right? So first 7 pairs are called as vertebrosternal ribs, right? So vertebrosternal ribs means at the ventral side, it will be attached to the sternum, and at the dorsal side, that 7 pairs will be attached to the vertebral column. Coming to, so first 7 pairs. Now coming to 8th, 9th and 10th. They are called vertebrochondral ribs because dorsally they are attached to the vertebral column, but ventrally by the help of cartilage it will join to the 7th. So 8th, 9th, 10th will be vertebrochondral, and 11th and 12th. So last 2 pairs are called floating ribs. They are ventrally not joined to anywhere. That's why they are called floating ribs. So the answer will be 2 pairs, right? So as we have discussed, it will be 2 pairs, right? Which 2 pairs? 11th and 12th pairs. Coming to 172. One of the following is a very unique feature of the mammalian body. Now, homeothermy is a feature of mammals. Mammals can regulate their body temperature, right? Can maintain their body temperature. That is called homeothermy. But here it is saying that which one is the unique feature? Means which is present only in mammal. Homeothermy, if we see the aves, they are also homeotherms, right? Reptiles are poikilotherms. Amphibians are poikilotherms. They cannot maintain their body temperature. They can change their body temperature according to the environment. But aves and mammals both are homeotherms. Let's check the second one. Presence of milk producing glands. Yes, it is only present in mammal. In aves it is not present, right? Coming to 4-chamber heart. In aves they have 4-chamber heart, and in reptiles they have 4-chamber heart also, I mean, they have mostly three chambered, exception is crocodile. Crocodile will have four chambered heart. Rib cage also it is present in reptiles, it is present in aves. So the answer will be presence of milk producing gland. Okay, presence of milk producing glands. This is the feature exclusively for mammals. Coming to next one, which is 173. This is match the following. Now in column A, they have given gene gun, gene therapy, gene cloning, genome. So what is, let's discuss about gene gun. Gene gun. Gene gun is the way, or it is the technique by which a DNA can be inserted into the cell. In NCERT, there are two techniques which is there. For animal cells, they are called microinjection, and for plant cell, it is called gene gun. So microinjection is nothing but the injection or directly injecting the DNA into the cell. But gene gun is actually, it is the nanoparticles which is embedded with the DNA, which is loaded with DNA, and it will be bombarded to the target cell. That is called gene gun, and gene gun will help to transfer the DNA into the plant cells. Okay, it is written in NCERT. So if you forget about this, please go and check this topic. Okay, so gene gun is the answer will be used for transfer of gene, right? Gene therapy. What is gene therapy? Replacement of a faulty gene by a normal gene. We know that the adenosine deaminase deficiency disease, which is treated first by gene therapy, right? The disease which is formed by ADA gene fault, it is called SCID, okay, which is called severe combined immunodeficiency disease. So again, if you forget, you revise that one. Okay. So gene therapy is replacement of faulty gene by a normal healthy gene. Gene cloning. Gene cloning is the to obtain identical copies. Sorry. To obtain identical copies. Identical copies of a particular DNA molecule. That is gene cloning. And genome is called total DNA in the cells of an organism, or total gene is called genome. So according to that, you have to choose the answer. Okay. Next one, level of which hormones are at their highest during the luteal phase, second half of the cycle, of the menstrual cycle. So luteal phase, it is also called post-ovulatory phase. We know that in pre-ovulatory phase, mostly there will be estrogen, because the granulosa cells will produce estrogen, right? So estrogen will be in the peak. But in post-ovulatory phase, means in the luteal phase, corpus luteum will secrete progesterone. Not only progesterone, remember that there will be some amount of estrogen also. But that estrogen is lesser than the pre-ovulatory phase. That's why the answer will be progesterone, right? So estrogen will be high at the pre-ovulatory phase. Luteinizing hormone will be at peak during ovulation. We know that LH surge can leads to the ovulation, right? Follicular stimulating hormone, it will also will be at the peak at the ovulation, right? So if you forget this, check the graph, okay, in the which is given in the NCERT. Check the graph. Coming to 175. glomerular filtration rate in a healthy individual is approximately, this is a database question, all we know that it is 125 ml per minute, which is 180 liter per day. But we are not producing 180 liter per day. So 95%, 95 to 99% will be reabsorbed by PCT, right? That we know. So it is the glomerular filtration rate, means how much filtrate will be produced in the glomerulus from blood, okay, by ultrafiltration. So this one will be the data, very, very important data. Another data I want to mention here, that the filtration of blood, I mean how much blood will be filtered by kidney per minute, is equals to the 1/5 of cardiac output. Cardiac output means it is the amount of blood ejected by each ventricle per minute. So it is approximately 1100 to 1200 ml, and we know that cardiac output it is 5000 ml. So 1100 to 1200 ml will be filtered by kidney, by both the kidneys per minute. Okay, that is the relation between the filtration of blood and the cardiac output. That statement is very, very, very important. Okay, coming to next one, characteristics of cancer is. So cancer basically, before cancer we have to know about tumor. Tumor can be of two types, right? Benign and malignant. Benign tumor is located or confined in a place, but malignant tumor, it has a property of metastasis, and this malignant tumor will be called as cancer. So if we discuss about cancer, we cannot say that all tumors are cancer, because tumors are of two types, benign and malignant, right? So answer, this will not be the answer. This will not be the answer. Cancers show metastasis. As I told that yes, malignant tumor can show metastasis. So this will be the answer. Let's discuss the 3 and 4th. Cancerous cells show property of contact inhibition. Achha. Contact inhibition means by contact between two cells, the cell growth will be inhibited. But here, the cancerous cells lose this property. They will not stop growing. So that's why this statement is incorrect. All viruses are oncogenic. No, all viruses are not oncogenic. Oncogenic viruses, the examples are, which can cause cervical cancer, human papilloma virus. Very, very important example. Again, another example is HIV. HIV also can cause cancer. Okay, not only AIDS, it can cause also cancer. So these two examples I have given for your information. Very, very important examples. There are other viruses which can cause cancer, but these two examples are very important. Coming to 177. Neurons are excitable cells. If you go back to my previous video, then I have discussed about nerve impulse generation. And if you see, or if you watch this video, then you can answer this question. So the question is, neurons are excitable cells. Yes, it is, because it can generate the impulse. It can generate the impulse. So statement 1 is correct. Coming to statement 2, the membrane of neurons is in a depolarized state is responsible for excitability. Again, during the normal state, when there is no nerve impulse generation, membrane is polarized. Means there is resting membrane potential, which is almost around minus 70 millivolt. Now, when it becomes depolarized, means when it becomes plus 35, when it generates action potential, at that time there will be generation of nerve impulse, so that it will excite. So excitability is basically depolarization. This statement is also correct statement. So statement 1 and statement 2 both are correct. So option 4 will be the correct one, right? Coming to next one. This will be my last question. Next one is matching. Match the following. Crop. It is the question which is asked from the cockroach. Crop. After esophagus, if you recall the diagram or digestive system of cockroach, after esophagus, there will be a pouch-like structure, right? That is called crop. And the function of crop is the storage of food material. Storage of food material. So crop will help the storage of food material. Now proventriculus. See, proventriculus we will be confused, but very easy. It is nothing but gizzard. So the other name of proventriculus is gizzard. What is the function of gizzard? Gizzard will grind the food, and by the help of chitinous plate, right? So this grinding will be done by gizzard. Now coming to hepatic cecchi, where it is present between foregut and midgut, right? There will be 6 to 8 blind tubules. These are called hepatic cecchi. And what is the function of that? It will help to secrete digestive juice. It will help to secrete digestive juice. Then Malpighian tubules. Malpighian tubules, we know it is a organ for excretion, and it is present between midgut and hindgut, and it will help in the removal of nitrogenous waste. So according to the set of the answer, you have to choose the correct options. Okay, so like that you go through each and every point in NCERT. They are very, very, very important. Each line, each word is very important. Okay, and if you feel bored, tired, then go for random questions, which is up to the level of NCERT, of course. Okay, do not go for so many harder problems or questions. Only stick to NCERT, line by line, word by word, and the concept should be very, very clear. And if you follow my channel, you will get some exclusive questions which will give you idea that how you will prepare, which type of questions you will prepare. Here I have given different types of questions like mix and matching, assertion reasoning, then statement based, then concept based. So everything is given here. So if you follow my channel, then definitely you will have a good orientation towards NEET. Thank you. Thank you all.